All right, everybody, what's going on? Make sure you hit that like, subscribe, share. What's going on? Shout out to everybody that come on, that will come through. New subscribers. Shout out to people that catch the replay. We back on some MLB, the show 25, Braves versus Phillies. So let's go. Shout out to the chat. What's going on, Miss Cos? How you doing? And once again, like I said in my last stream, shout out to Dom Awesome, man. Salute to him for making us our profile pic and change my profile pic. So, but yeah, shout out to Miss Cos. Yeah, we on some baseball. MLB got the LSU College Baseball World Series. So I'm watching that too at the same time as well. I thought I'd get on here and play some baseball. The College World Series. If you keep up with college baseball, LSU and I forgot who else from LSU and Coastal and the College World Series and Omaha Championship. So yeah. All right, let's get it. Shout out to you, Miss Kaz. Y'all go check out Miss Kaz's channel if y'all hadn't already. Shout out to you, fam.
Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. All set to bring you MLB The Show's Game of the Week. It's the Philadelphia Phillies going up against the Atlanta Braves.
All right.
Let's jump right in with a player who's hit a bit of a... First pitch coming your way next. So just about set now. And starting this one, Chris Sale.
Comes into this start sporting a lifetime ERA just over 3. He's been pretty great for most of his big league career. Can't wait to watch him in this one.
And now, Trey Turner. And that's through there for a strike. And this one is off and running. And a foul ball. Got him looking. And there's one down.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
And there's a foul ball. One down, base is empty. Foul ball there. Sale ready. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, definitely a borderline pitch right there, and he didn't look too convinced as he headed back to the dugout. You know, those are tough ones to let go as a hitter, but with the human umpire calling balls and strikes, It's always going to be on you to protect yourself with 2 strikes.
Bryce Harper at the plate with 2 away, swings through that one. Pulls that one foul. 2 outs, base is empty. Struck him out looking. And he strikes out the side in the first.
Sully's saying, who needs the defense? An immaculate inning. 3 strikeouts, 9 pitches. We just witnessed something really special.
Back at Truist Park, showing the slab in today's game. Zach Wheeler. Chris, a sub-3 ERA for him a year ago.
Well, when your numbers are coming in under 3 as a starting pitcher that's going out there every 4th or 5th day, taking the ball, competing against really good big league hitters, it's extremely impressive. And you wonder what he figured out last year that he can carry into this season that can help him to maintain.
Left field, way back there. High bounce, takes it over the fence. That's an automatic double.
The automatic double kind of feels like enjoying cruise control in your car, Boog. You don't need to keep the pedal down as you cruise into second base. Just no worries in the world. You know what? He put a really good swing on that one.
Now in for the Braves, Michael Harris II. Liner, base hit. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners. Nobody out.
Well, that's a smart decision to hold up with 1 out and the heart of the order coming up. Don't want to run into an out at home plate.
Marcell Ozuna coming up to hit. Just missed.
If you're going to be a championship type of ball club, you've got to hit with runners in scoring position. And after last night's struggles, I'm sure this team is chomping at the bit to have this kind of opportunity here early in this game.
Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Runners at the corners, nobody out. Here in the second game of the series. That one is absolutely belted. And it one-hops the wall.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
First and second, no outs. And now it's Atlanta's cleanup. Hitter Matt Olson, 2 hits in the game last night. That misses the zone. Ball 1.
This might be the most pressure you put on this guy today. You got 1 run in. You got to try to get another 1 or maybe 2.
Back to right. And there's 1 down. So here's Riley now. That breaking ball drops in for a strike.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. Makes the grab for the second out. Puts the tag on him, and it's a double play. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand.
I'm done. I ain't even gonna.
All set for the start of the inning. Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. Sale back to work. Swings through that one for strike 1.
Sometimes pitchers working backwards, starting with the breaking ball, but it's a tricky approach.
Now this one is hammered way back there, on its way and gone, and we are tied. That one felt good. Home run number 5 on the season, and we're Max Kepler at the plate. First pitch, and he just misses. Elder measures 6 feet 2 inches, 220 pounds, and he was a 5th-round pick in 2020. And he swings through that one.
Big-time GM right there. I hate it as a hitter, but standing in center field, you can't help but chuckle a little bit.
Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here at the top of the second. Hit in the air, center field. Harris sizes this one up, hauls it in for the out. And there's one away. Now the third baseman, Alec Bohm. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Profar snags it on the run.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Now 1-1. Tied up here in the early going. Next pitch misses way outside.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
Here's a 2-2. Back to the mound. He's got it. Over to first. And that will end the inning. One hit in the inning, a solo homer. Now to the bottom of the second. All tied 1-1. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Profar climbs in on that left side. Pitch misses, and that is ball one. Ground ball right side, and it goes just foul. Swing and a foul out of play. Swung on, belted. That one's carrying. And that ball is
gone. Out of here.
Just like that, they move in front. It's 2-1.
That's a fun way to take the lead. Just hit one out of the park.
For folks. Hell yeah.
Well, he put a really nice swing on that one. Everything was on time. Took a direct path to the ball. Excellent extension and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball jumps off your bat like that.
Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. Ground ball up the middle. Trey Turner gloves it. Throws to first in time. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. Here's Orlando Arcia.
That's what a good sinker's designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
On the ground. Tosses to first. And they get the out. 2 down, bases empty. Here's Sean Murphy.
He's been tearing it up at the plate recently. Can make it a 5-game hitting streak with a knock in this one.
On the ground, right side, and foul ball. 2 down, bases empty, but 1 run across. Bottom half of inning number 2. And he grounds one to the right side. A flip to the pitcher covering, and that is that. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. And this is now a 2-1 ball game. Third inning coming up in MLB The Show's Game of the Week. Back here in Atlanta, on to the third inning. And here is Sosa to the plate. First pitch
Inside, ball
misses. Just missed.
Number 66.
That's inside.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if he'll walk you.
There's a strike.
Clearly taking all the way there in that 3-0 count. It was a cookie right down the middle.
On the ground to third. Throws to first. One up, one down. Weston Wilson stands in for the Phillies. Hit on the ground to short. Arcia whips it to first, and that quickly 2 away.
Yo, C-Ray, what's going on, caller? How you doing, C-Ray? What's going on, fam?
Here's Turner now. His first at bat was a strikeout. Right through there for a strike.
Last stream, I got my first solo dub in Warzone C. So now I finally got that out the way. My first solo win in Warzone Verdansk 2025. So, yeah. So, yeah, I ain't got it on stream, so got that out the way. But yeah, how was your day? How was your weekend?
That's to third. The throw to first. Turner is out, and the Phillies are set down in order.
I
Phillies go
started
down
streaming after
quietly in
work.
the inning. They're down 2-1.
But yeah, thanks. We're just playing some baseball or watching some baseball.
Back here at the ballpark,
watching the
let's
World
check out
Series.
the latest news from around the
LSU.
league.
College World Series, that is LSU in the College World Series championship. So we're watching that. We want to play some baseball. Dude, when you streaming again, man? Theory? I gotta catch your next stream whenever you're streaming.
Up the middle, and that one
And
handled.
like I said earlier,
And Acuna retired.
like I said earlier, shout out to Don Boston, man, for the profile pic. Made me a profile pic, so I changed it. I changed my
Here's the
profile
center
pic.
fielder, Michael Harris the second.
yeah.
1 for 1 with a single so far. And first offering is fouled
It's
off.
been great. Heard that.
1 out, base is empty. Swing and a ground ball up the middle.
All right, cool.
On the run, sends it over to first.
I keep going on
Nicely
Twitter
done
to see
for
if
the
you're all
out.
live, but he still ain't been live yet.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's Marcelo Zuna. Singled and drove in a run his first time through. High fly ball out towards left field. That one carrying.
back.
Going.
Another homer.
His 4th home run of the
Sona.
season. It's 3-1.
His confidence is through the roof with the way he's been swinging
Another
it
homer,
lately.
folks.
He's on a
Second
really
homer,
good run.
evening profile. Hit the first homer. I was going to hit a second homer. That's how we doing it, folks. This is how we doing it.
Hitters today are looking to pull the ball and get it in the air. Even on a breaking ball away, does a nice job of staying straight at the plate, allowing his arms to get extended and get good whip to it.
2 outs, nobody on. Matt Olson next up for the Braves. Ground ball right side. Sosa tosses to first, and that is that.
Yeah. Dude, like for real, that's why I don't have. That's why I don't have a schedule. See, right?
Even further. It's now a
I want to have a
3-1
schedule,
ball game.
but
3 innings in the book.
like say
on
like
MLB
that's
The
what,
Show's
and
Game of the
I
Week.
know if you ever noticed, I stopped doing the polls. Cause you know I set a
Welcome
poll.
back. Let's check out what's been
And
happening
what game
of
y'all
late.
want me to play?
Really
Blah blah
been
blah.
struggling.
Then I feel like, then the mood, the vibe, you know, get me playing in one game, but the poll voted on another. So that's why I don't set a poll. I don't set a schedule. It's just whenever I try to. But I need to start doing that though. And there'd be some days
Inside corner,
I
that's called a
randomly
strike.
go to sleep and don't stream.
Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. He swung over top of the curveball. So
That's
Harper
freaking
stands
Geaux.
in. He's 0 for 1. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. Base is empty, 1 away. Top half of inning number 4. That one finds the corner, and that's strike 2. This one in the air. Albies makes the grab. That's out number 2. 2 down, base is empty. Kyle Schwarber stands in for the Phillies. Inside,
That's kind of
just
the reason
missed.
why I don't do like the poll. I'm good back to doing the polls, but
That
yeah,
one fouled off.
yep. And when you're working, then you be wanting to play a certain game. It's like but I promised to play this game.
So a foul ball makes it 1 and 2. Headed towards the corner.
No, foul.
And a foul ball. 2 outs. Popped up to the left. Into foul ground. Catcher tosses the mask. Settles under it. Corrals it. And that'll do it. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. And it remains a 3-1 ball game. Ready to go, bottom 4. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Austin Riley. Next
Damn.
offering popped
Not
in the
gonna go.
air, right field. Kepler pulls that one down, and a quick out, number 1. Here's the switch hitting left fielder Jurickson Profar. He's already homered here in this one. Profar gets a piece there. That one drilled left field, and no one can get there.
They said,
So a
folks.
man aboard now with 1 away.
Well, I'm not saying that play was easy, but it was harder than it needed to be thanks to the bad jump. Those small moments can be costly.
Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit. 0 for 1 so far. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Swing and a high fly ball pulled foul, and that's out of play. Here's the 0-2. Sosa. 1 and 2nd, and their second double play of the day will end the 4th. 1 hit in the inning, but nothing more than that. We played 4. It's the Braves 3 and the Phillies 1. Back at Truist Park, new inning getting started. So digging in now for Philadelphia, Max Kepler. Pitch misses, and that's ball 1. Kepler, 32 years old, usually in left, but today he's starting in right field. That's off the inside corner. Ball 2.
Well, the big play, in my opinion, from right field is that throw from right field to third base. The longest one in the game, and you got to have a pretty strong arm Hopefully he can play that one hop nicely if he has an opportunity to throw out a runner.
That's out to center field. Harris makes the grab, one down. So up next, Alec Bohm. Yeah, that's fouled off. Next offering is in for a strike.
Pitching has been pretty dominant in this one, but you got to be careful. Not working with too big a lead. They could get right back in this ball game if you're not careful.
Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field. And they have their first base runner since the second inning.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already is
and up to the plate is JT Realmuto. First pitch doesn't find the zone. And a slider in there for a strike.
see if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Got him swinging. He swung over top of the curveball.
Got a pretty rough start to this series for him at the plate. 3 strikeouts in the first game yesterday. Another one right there. They've clearly got a great plan for how to deal with this guy right now.
Sosa batting for the second time, and that's strike one. That one finds the zone. 0-2 now. Swing and a miss, struck him out. One left for Philadelphia, and they still trail it here, 3-1. We head to the bottom of the 5th, and the batter will be the shortstop, Orlando Arcia. Wheeler back to work. And first offering is fouled off.
You know, these Braves doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. They have yet to strike out, and they're averaging more than a hit per inning. That's a great recipe for success right there.
0-2 is the count.
0-2 now. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
So here's Murphy now. He's built his reputation as one of the top framers in the sport. Swings and misses at the sweeper.
0-1.
and he caught it behind his back. And that's a great play for the out.
Now batting, right.
This is important. If he can go 1, 2, 3 here, will be a very positive sign for him and for his team.
Back to the leadoff spot in the Braves lineup. Now it's the right fielder, Ronald Acuna Jr., 1 for 2. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
0-1's the count.
Up the middle, Trey Turner gloves it. Safe at first, and an infield single keeps the inning going.
Tough play and a nice forehand stop. Had to be perfect right there with the exchange and throw to get the out, but looked like he had to dig into the glove a little bit more to get a good grip. Close play, but that little extra time on the transfer made all the difference.
So a man at first. The batter now, Michael Harris the second. Swing and a ball popped up. Turner should have it. And that's the inning. Braves strand one, and the score stays 3-1. All set for the top of the sixth. And now for the Phillies, Weston Wilson. And the first offering, a fastball for a strike. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Throw on to Olsen, and that's one out as they get the leadoff hitter in the sixth. Trey Turner at the plate. In the air, right field. Acuna there. And it's caught for the out. Brandon Marsh steps to the plate. Swing and a miss, strike one.
0-1.
And that one lifted in the air center field. Harris has a beat on it. Brings it in for the third out. Here's a new pitcher from the pen, Joe Ross.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
3, 4, 5 due up for the home team. And now it's the Braves DH, Marcell Ozuna. He's already homered in this game. In the air, left field, down the line, touches down. That's a hit. And a good start to the inning.
Now batting, first baseman.
Here's Matt Olson down. 0 for 2 in this one. Line drive, that's a base hit into right field. Rudder stops at second, and the first two reach to start the inning.
Waste no time there. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock.
First and second, no outs. Here is Austin Riley. The bit behind with that swing. It's strike
Yo,
one.
some more gaming. How you doing, bro? Appreciate you stopping by, hitting that like. Shout out to you.
That one's upstairs, ball one. Movement in the bullpen. Jordan Romano up and throwing. Banks getting cranked up as well. In the air, left side, Schwarber. He makes the grab. One away. Fought off foul. Swinging a foul straight back. Ozuna on second. Olsen over at first with one away. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Hauls it in, and there's 2 away.
It's never fun going back to the dugout
Shout
after
out to
hitting
you,
the
Miss
line drive that finds a
once
glove,
again.
but you
Shout
will
out to
get
you.
some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Ozzie Albies up to the plate. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Marsh quickly gets it back in. They hold him at third base, and now the bases are loaded.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off. Now the bases loaded. Big opportunity for them to break this game open.
And next for Atlanta, Orlando Arcia. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. 1 runs in. Ball comes in. Runner stops at third. Bases still loaded with 2 out.
Everything came together for him. He wasn't able to elevate it.
There
but
go your
a
hit.
great swing on it. Right on time. Good balanced approach and just blasted it through the infield.
Here's the catcher, Sean Murphy. Has grounded out a couple of times. On the ground to third. Over to Sosa, and he gets back to the bag to end the inning. Bad throw doesn't cost him. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now a 4-1 ball game. 6 innings in the books on MLB The Show's Game of the Week. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here comes Bryce Harper. Late swing, foul to the left.
Well, he missed a hittable
Yeah, I had 2 home runs earlier.
Not sure exactly with the timing. Sometimes you get a backup breaking ball. You're expecting it to make its move at
With
the end. It never
Propor and
does.
Ozuna
And you're
knocking
tied
it
up.
out the park.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. On the ground to third. Riley fires to first. 1 up, 1 down.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
Kyle Schwarber, the next to hit. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Ball 1, no strikes.
Swing and a miss.
1-1.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Strider deals. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Base is empty, 1 away. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Around first and hustling for second. And he'll reach second with 1 away.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. We've all seen the defensive shift make a big difference in defending against pull hitters, but it's not foolproof. He pulled it as expected, but he found a hole that time. Now a huge at bat in this game coming up.
That one down the line, and that's just foul. Schwarber, the runner at second with 1 away. Up the middle, Albies on to first. 2 gone now.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
Bohm stands in now and watches strike 1. Close, but called a ball. And that's ball 1. ground ball left side, and it goes just foul. And misses inside.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. And a good eye there. JT Realmuto waiting in the on-deck circle.
They can get him up. He'd represent the tie and run, so critical pitch right here.
And that is that. Phillies strand 1, and they trail it 4-1. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Jordan Romano.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Back to the top of the order now, and here is Ronald Acuna Jr. Foul ball. He swings and fouls one off. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, that right there is just a pitcher's pitch, tailing away from the hitter, low and away with some good action at the end. You know, even if he gets the bat to that ball, it's probably just a weak ground ball to the opposite side. Tell you what, that's a tremendous 2-strike pitch.
Swings and blasts one deep to left center, and that should be extra bases, and that's going to roll to the wall.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
And now the DH, Marcell Ozuna. He blasted one out earlier in the 3rd.
Just a solo home run, but an important swing of the bat in this game. We've already seen him do it once. Can he do it again?
Breaking ball through there for a strike.
Dangerous spot for that slider right there. Didn't seem to quite finish out front and get that sharp break. Tell you what, he doesn't want to throw that pitch again.
And he deals. On the ground to the left. And foul ball. Ground ball could be 2. 1 at second. He's out. And it's a double play to end the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. 8th inning coming up. It's the Braves 4 and the Phillies 1. And we're back, ready to begin the 8th. And now the catcher comes up to him. JT Realmuto. That one misses, and it's 1-0.
Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the 9th, that closer's coming in. Big at bat right here. He did the team thing, took until he got a strike. Now he's got to go to work, shorten up that swing a little bit, do whatever it takes to get on base.
Swing and a ground ball. Now the throw to first on the run. Pretty nice play there.
Well, it's a nice forehand stop. Kept the ball from getting to the outfield, but he had a little trouble getting rid of it and had to take an extra step, which cost you some time. But he recovered, made a good, strong throw, and he still got the out.
Ball, that's in.
Hey, appreciate you, Miss Kyle. Shout out to you, fam.
Hit hard, base hit.
40.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here, trying to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
Lopez gets the swing and the miss. And
Much love
there
to
are
you,
two
Miss
down.
Todd. Shout out to you.
That 0-2 slider was completely set up by the first two pitches of the at-bat where they went hard in. As a hitter, you got to be a little quick. You think that they're going to try to exploit you in that part of the plate, and they go away with the breaking ball. Very difficult to be able to get something to that pitch. So nice execution from start to finish for the 3-pitch strikeout.
Turner in the box with 2 gone and takes a look at a called strike. On the corner for a strike, and it's 0-2.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
And there's a hit. And now 2 aboard.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that. Now that's it.
Lined, and that's a base hit. Coming home. He'll score. It's an RBI single, and they cut the lead to 2.
Picks himself up an RBI. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly. Really important at bat coming up now.
Lopez fires. That one missing inside.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
In the air, left field, down the line, and it stays fair. 1 runs in. A second scores as well. A big 2-out hit, and the game is tied. And now it's the cleanup spot for the Phillies. Kyle Schwarber. And it's through for a hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score easily, and it's an RBI single. They laid it in the 8th.
This
And now the
fucking
right
game
fielder,
is fucking
Max
ridiculous,
Kepler.
bro.
0 for 3 in this one. On the ground, right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Jose Alvarado. This is his 3rd time out this year.
Number 46.
Olsen swings through it for strike 1.
0-1's the count.
On the ground, right side, Sosa. Over to first, and Olsen is set down. Austin Riley at the plate.
Couple of pitches and a quick out.
0 for 3 with 3 flyouts. Out to short, Turner. Fires across the diamond, and a couple of quick outs. Now batting Jurickson Profar. Now this is in the air down the line. Schwarber makes the grab, and that's the 3rd out. Back here at Atlanta. In the air, right side. Acuna makes the grab, and there's 1 down.
I got to say, Truist Park has a nice old school feel to it, especially with those great views of the skyline over the outfield walls. And they specifically designed the seating areas to get more fans as close to the field as possible.
Edge of the zone for a strike, and the count even at 1. The 1-1 is fouled off. And the sweeper is off the plate. Went with the sweeper, but it misses. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 2 down.
simply said, this guy's flailing at the plate right now. Just disconnected from head to toes in terms of the sink of his body. That's his 5th strikeout of the series, and we're just 2 games in. So hoping to see some kind of adjustment out of him. His at bat.
This one's fair down the line and left, and it's going to be extra bases into second, and he's got a double.
Good job getting the foot down so he could catch it out front and pull it. Turned on it nicely for the knock.
And that is out of play. And that one almost hit him. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Bomber deals. And there's a ball. Popped up. Olsen. He's got it, and that'll do it. No runs, 1 hit, a double, no errors, and 1 man left. Bottom part of the order, 7, 8, 9, 2 up in inning number 9. It's the We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Matt Strom.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves, late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
One-run game, bottom 9. Swing and a high fly ball down the right field line. Hauls it in, and there's 1 away. That's a big first out right there, and that changes things.
Yeah, you can kind of see how just the hope and optimism has shrunk a little bit, but they got a couple more outs to work with. They got to find a way to get a runner on and get one around the bases.
A
Yo, Tim, what up,
lead.
bro?
Yeah, the home team trying to pull it out. To third, down the line, and
How you
it's
doing, Tim?
foul. Looking to get the tying run on base. Gets a piece, and it stays on the way.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Liner, caught it second.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty
Hey,
well.
appreciate the
I know
like
it
and
didn't
share.
produce a hit,
Appreciate it.
but he made solid contact, and that's
How's
all
your
you're
day,
looking
man?
to do anytime you're at the plate.
So they're down to their final out. And here's the catcher, Sean Murphy. 3 groundouts already. He's 0 for 3. Nice grab from his backside, and that is the ball game.
What an exciting finish to this game.
bro.
An amazing play right there. It's hard for the fans to go home. They want more. They're not ready to
They
leave.
know damn well they
and
shouldn't
head to
have won
their
this
cars,
fucking
but an
game. We
outstanding
have
job
a
to keep
4-1
entertaining
and
all the way to the end.
The
Close
crew
one here
started
today, and
doing
your final
bullshit fucking error.
5-4. For Chris Singleton and our
costing us
entire
runs.
outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi.
Yeah,
We'll
shout
see
out
you
to
soon
Mr.
for the
Cos,
next
man. Check
game of the
connect
week.
with everybody, bro. Yeah, that's it. But I'm at the end though. That's it. I might come back. Actually, I'm probably gonna come back with some football. Yeah, shout out to y'all. Shout out to the State for the share. I'm gonna come back with another stream. Tim. Yeah, shout out to everybody that come through. Make sure you hit that like, share, subscribe. We are out of here.